Go on.
Alright, so just starting off round 2, game 1. Katie up first, I think. And Pokemon Fan Club, probably to grab, I would say an Inkay and a Trubbish maybe. Depends what's in her deck. Or could be Inkay Dawn Wings. Or an Eevee, considering she plays Espeon. Just should have checked. Yeah, it probably would be maybe an Eevee Trubbish here.
Might be an idea to do the deck list.
Eevee Trubbish.
Tell people what are on the deck list.
Yep, sure. So in Katie's deck, she has 2 Trubbish, 2 Garbodor, that'll be the Trashalanch. Garbodor, 3 Evolution Evo Eevee, which is what she's doing now to get an Espeon. 2 Espeon, no, is that 3 Espeon GX? Yeah, 3 Espeon GX. 3 Dormy's Necrozma GX. Only one Inkay, one one-liner Malamar, 1 Tapu Lele GX. So for her trainers, she's got 3 Choice Band, 3 Pokemon Fan Club, 4 Guzma, 3 Cynthia, 3 Judge, 2 Acerola, 2 Rescue Stretcher, 2 Ultra Ball, 2 Altar of the Moon, 2 Field Blower, 2 Energy Lotto, and 3 Mysterious Treasure, and then 9 Psychic Energies and 4 DCEs. And then for Ben's list, he's playing Zoro Ninja, so Zoroark Greninja GX. He's got 4 Froakies, 4 Frogadiers, 3 Greninja GX, 4 Zoruas, 3 Zoroark GX, 1 Tapu Koko promo, 2 Tapu Lele GX. And for his trainers, he's got 2 Aqua Patch, 1 Field Blower, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 3 Super Scoop Up, 3 Timer Ball, 3 Ultra Ball, 1 Acerola, 2 Copycat, 3 Cynthia, 3 Guzma, 2 Apricorn Maker, 1 Mallow, 3 Nest Ball, 2 Choice Band, and then his energies, 4 DC, 4 Basic Water energies. I missed what was going on there. Whose turn is it? I think it's Ben's. So I think she just Cynthia'd here. I need to move closer into the camera so I can see what hand she's got. I think she got a double colourless there. Treating into the Espeon. I think she's just going to Psybeam to confuse him, since it's the only thing on his bench. Although he does have resistance, it would be good to confuse him, because only Pokemon there. Okay, he's got a Zoroark in play. I need to see what they've got in their hands as well, that would be better. It's alright, nice.
You can have a look. Alright guys, so we're here round 2. We just can't see what's in their hand currently.
Hold on.
Yeah, we got double colourless there. Yeah.
And she will probably go for Divide GX here to hit the Froakie to knock it out.
Oh, okay, cool.
So she'd put, because obviously Divide GX you can put 10 damage counters anywhere you want. So she'd put probably 6 on the Froakie and then another 3 on the Zoroark.
What's that coming from?
This 6? Now she's just Divide GX, so she can put 10 damage counters anywhere she wants. So because
okay, so yeah.
Well, no, 7. Yeah, well, 7 here because Froakie's got 70 HP.
Yeah, and then knock it off the bench.
Yeah, because it's the only one in play, and obviously she doesn't want Ben to get his Greninjas up.
Yeah.
Because then he can start sniping damage, and that's going to be really bad for her Inkays and her Trubbishes.
Ben's setup doesn't look good at this moment, does it?
No. So Katie's just judged here, so both players shuffle their hands and draw 4 cards. Hopefully Ben wants to get some more Froakies here, that would be, and as I said, Divide GX to knock out the Froakie, and then 3 on the Zoroark.
Yeah.
So Ben definitely needs to get some more Froakies in play here, or another Zorua.
What other attacks is it Katie's Pokemon got? Espeon?
For 1 Psychic Energy, you can do 30 damage, Confusion, and then second attack for Psychic double colourless is, I think it's 60 times, and then 20 for every energy on the opponent's active.
Right. Somebody asked me earlier if you could actually use abilities while confused. I don't think you can you?
I think you can.
Can you?
Yep. You can do everything normal on Pokemon with confusion, except well, when you attack, you roll.
You roll and it's 30 damage counters.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
If you well,
Not 30, three damage
yeah,
counters.
yeah. Flip a coin, and if you get tails, you do 30 damage to yourself, and the attack doesn't go through. He's Ultra Ball discarding, probably to grab the second Zoroark, so he can start digging for maybe his search cards like Ultra Balls and things to grab more Froakies.
That's a big card to cast out, isn't it?
Lele Cynthia to draw. I suppose I didn't see what he had in his hand.
Well, so. Yeah, quite that.
I mean, he can attack with the Zoroark this turn anyway, so he's doing 150 with the DCE.
If you're watching on the live stream, remember to subscribe to the channel. Weekend Warlords on YouTube.
So just see what Ben gets off his Cynthia. Hopefully some Froakies, or some searches for some Froakies.
Yeah.
Ultra Ball would be nice. Or the second Zoroark. Okay, there we go, there's a Froakie. As long as he can get his Frogadiers and his Greninjas, then
yeah,
he should be okay. So I think he's just going to do well, it would be 100, so 130 with a choice band, I think.
How much damage has Espeon got? Health?
200, I think. No, hold on, how much did Ben do? No, he just did 80, so 110. 110 would be... Because he does 20 damage for every Pokemon in play.
No,
on his side.
How much health has Espeon got in total?
Oh, 200.
200.
So it's got 90 HP left.
Cool. So she needs to do something here now. Well, she's going to lose it, isn't she?
Well, what she would be looking for... Well, she could go in with the Trash Launch Garbodor, but Ben's only got 4 items in his discard pile at the moment, so they'd only be doing 80 damage at the moment, which isn't sufficient enough. Or she could go in with the Dormans Necrozma because of its evasion ability.
Right.
If it's on the bench, you can make it the active Pokemon, so you could... if she gets a Malamar, she could power it up with Psychic Energy from the discard pile, and then attachment from hand. That's Ben's discard pile. She's got to retreat the Espeon, otherwise it will die. Yeah. She could just
hit with it, maybe.
Well, she could just go Necrozma into the active, and then maybe just sit it there. Depends if she's got energy in hand and Malamar. Okay, so this would probably be to go get... I want to say Malamar, but she could go get Garb as well. Malamar, yeah. Probably to power up the Dormans and Necrozma.
Right.
Garb wouldn't be good enough at this moment, just because it's not doing enough. It's not doing enough damage, and Zoroark has got quite a lot of HP still, even though it's taking a bit of damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, as I thought. So if she can attach from hand, I think since she's behind on prizes, she might be able to do Dawnwing's GX attack. Or could... Oh no, she's gone in the Espeon.
Yeah, just carry
Fair
on.
enough, yeah. I mean, more damage is good, for sure.
It means Ben's in a precarious position now. He doesn't.
I mean, if you can get some Frogadiers up, you can put some more damage on the Espeon. Possibly maybe get a knockout.
Yeah.
Without attacking, but he'd need more frogs.
Thing is, if they're just trading for prize cards now, Katie's in the lead anyway, aren't they?
Oh, so he's put 20 on the Necrozma.
Yeah.
Yeah, what Ben also tends to do with this deck is he'll tend to try and hit the back, put damage on the back row also. So obviously he knows he's got a knockout on the Espeon this turn.
Right.
So he will be trying to put damage on Katie's next attacker, which at the moment is the Necrozma. So he'd want to pile as much damage on that to soften it up. So when that comes out, he gets easier knockouts with like his Zoroark or his Lele or something. or his Greninja maybe if he wants to power that up. Depends what kind of position he's in though with his hand. I mean, he is playing Mallow here, so he can effectively put 2 cards to the top of his deck, but because he can draw 2 with Zoroark, he's effectively just drawing 2 cards, which is quite useful.
If you just joined the stream, this is round 2 of 4 rounds today of our gym challenge. You've got Ben Campsall and Katie Smith on the table. Ben Campsall on the left, Katie Smith on the right. Ben's playing a primarily what deck?
Greninja with Zoroark GX.
And Katie?
Espeon Garbodor with Dawnwings and Crozma. So what Ben probably, I don't know if he did, but what he might have stacked with his Mallow being Acerola to pick up the Zoroark on the bench that has most damage. So obviously,
finished that off.
Obviously the Espeon got knocked out, so what Katie's probably going to do now... Oh, interesting prizes. 2 Guzmas.
I missed it, yeah, but yeah.
Oh yeah. So what Katie will probably do now, will go in with the Garb, because there's, how many? There's 6 items in the discard piles now, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, so she's doing, I think, 120 damage with that. Or maybe 140, I don't know, my maths is a bit off. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yeah, 120 damage with the Trasher Launch now. 150 if you have Choice Band. Which, I mean, for 1 energy is, 150 damage for 1 energy is pretty good going.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think. So she's just judged here. One of the few people, Kate is one of the few people I know to play Judge in this new format. Not a lot of people do because it's a questionable card, but it can work in some decks, like it works in this deck, for example. So, as anticipated. Now we know she can get at least 1 energy on there because of Psychic Recharge to get from the Espeon that just got knocked out. Fair enough. Oh, I think she might either Dark Flash or Moon's Eclipse here. DCE to Garb. Choice Band. Okay, this is interesting. I think it would be 110 because I think the Zoroark has resistance. I'm not entirely sure. I think it has resistance, in which case that attack would have only done 100 damage. So you see Ben powering up his Frogadier now, so if he can get a Greninja off the Cynthia, he'll be powering up for potentially a Shadowy Hunter GX, so he can do 130 damage to the bench.
Right.
Probably at this point he'll want to snipe off the Garb, because that's going to be really, really dangerous later, particularly if Ben plays a lot more items. Obviously he's going to be thinking, I don't want to play that many, but to not be playing items is sort of to not be playing the game, really.
Yeah.
Or he might hit some of his timables, which is flip 2 coins, search for an evolution Pokemon, which would get him his Greninja and possibly a 3rd Zoroark, sorry, but he drew it off the Cynthia, so not to worry there.
If you're watching the stream, comment how you think we should be running this. Sometimes when we run streams for our X-Wing, we coach the players on how to act in front of the stream. So for example, we could ask Pokemon players just to hold their hand slightly further forward so we could see the cards. As Ben did, he showed us the prize cards as he was pulling them. Just let us know what you think is best for players to do.
So he's just traded away, I think, an Apricorn Maker and a Frogadier there. So what Ben does is he puts his Zoroarks to the side to show that he's used the trade ability for that turn. It's just sort of...
reminds him.
Yeah. And he's just Ultra Balled, putting another 2 items in the discard pile. So that's 100 and... 190 damage for the Garb now because it's got a choice band on. So that's KOing the Lele territory. Very close to the Zor. Well, close to both of the Zoroarks because they're both taking damage. So, but again, if you don't play them, then it's sort of like you're not really playing the game. So he's going to go for a third trade here. See if he discards another item. Probably won't. Thinking about
He's got a lot of damage spaced out.
That's what worries me a little bit.
What's the modern equivalent of Lysander, is it?
What? Guzma.
Guzma, is it?
Yeah. Well, the only difference is you switch your active as well. But if you have something with free retreat or anything, you can just go Guzma into the active and then free retreat back into whatever you switched. It's not as good as Lysander, obviously, but in some cases it can, like untrap you if they've trapped something with a high retreat cost in the active. You can go Guzma to get it out and get one of your attackers back into the active.
Yeah.
So it's quite good. Or before rotation, before Floatstone got rotated, they played it with Dorman's Necrozma. So you go Invasion into the active, and then you get a free retreat into anything you wanted. So Ben's knocked out the Dawnwings here.
So it's kind of turned in Ben's favour at the moment.
Oh, very, very, very. Because she wasn't in a position to do Moon's Eclipse, which would have 180 to the active, and then it shields itself from damage the next turn. But that would have been a good move. But obviously, Katie wasn't in a position last turn to do so, so it was kind of a bit hit and miss. But I mean, if she can still get, she's still got at least one energy that she can put on the Garb.
Yeah.
Because of Malamar, and she can get another Espeon in play.
Yeah.
But as I thought, she's probably just going to go for Trashalanche here, which will knock out that Zoroark. Kind of curious as to why she didn't Energy Evo the EV. Unless the other Espeon's prized, which it might well be.
So I think what I might do is extend the camera out a bit further that way, and then we would probably get more of their hands being able to see them.
You could do like a...
Clip it. There's a lot of clipping that's going on to make it that size. So I've got a lot of camera space to pull out.
Yeah, that's good. So Katie's just knocked out the Zoroark here, taking her own 2 prizes. Can't see what she got. I think she got a supporter. So Ben's probably going to promote the Greninja because... let's see, let's just be curious. Because if he does Haze Slash, for example, which is Greninja's main attack, which is 110 damage, and then he has an option to shuffle back into his deck, that wouldn't knock out the Garbodor, but what it would do would get the Greninja off the field. So,
right.
If Katie wanted to go for that, obviously he could effectively just run away, but he wouldn't knock the Garbodor out. So it's interesting move.
Just move that way a bit, don't you? Yeah. So it's done the camera.
That's alright.
Yeah.
Depends what he wants to do. Or Ben might want to go in with another one of the Zoroarks. He's going to attempt, well, if he hits it, pick up the Zoroark, so...
Yeah.
That is another option in alternative to Acerola, is if you flip a coin of heads, you can pick up any Pokemon, so what he's done there is picked up the Zoroark, so Katie can't snipe it off later. And also that gives him access to do more trades later on. And obviously with it being dead, it wouldn't, but he's got 10 items in the discard pile now, so that Garbodor is knocking out any of his Pokemon, which is a bit it is potentially a bit dangerous, but if you can kill it, then I don't see anywhere that you can kill it right now, because obviously his GX attack only hits bench, so he might be going for the EV in this situation.
It's still a price card at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think because in this position he wouldn't want to... Tapu Koko. Yep, so that's his one-off Tapu Koko promo. Free retreat, flying flip, DCE. Do 20 damage to all Pokemons, pretty good. I think what he's going to do here will GX to hit the EV. Because his Zoroarks can knock out the Garbodors. So he's used up his trade for the turn, so if he can hit a DCE off this, I'll probably put it onto Greninja and then maybe Shadowy Hunter GX to knock out the EV, or he might just go 110 on the Garbodor. All depends on what he wants to do. Well, we'll know if he got the DCE or not. Oh no, it's just a pass. So he didn't hit the DCE, so that's a bit bad there for Ben.
Yeah, let's put the ball back in Katie's court.
Definitely. I mean, as far as board positions go, I'd probably say Ben is still in the better position.
Just doing the stretcher, pulling something back, yeah.
The Espeon to re-evolve it, so evidently I think her other Espeon might be prized.
Yeah.
Because she didn't...
pull it out of the deck when she searched, did she?
No, she didn't. Well, what she didn't do last time, which what I thought she might do, was Energy Evo. Well, attack Malamar to attach to the Trashalanche Garb from discard pile. Another Judge. Damn. Let's play like a playset of these. How many she play? 3 Judge.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Judge. Yeah, what I thought she might do was Malamar Psychic Recharge to the Garbodor and then use the Psychic Energy that she had in hand to evolve up from deck, but obviously, as we've seen, she didn't have it in her deck, so maybe in her prizes. Well, quite possibly in her prizes if she didn't go for it last turn. And also what she did with the Judge there is she judged away his Zoroark because she knew that he had it in her hand, had it in his hand from the last turn. So judging it away is pretty good. What has she got there? I think she's got Guzma, DCE, I think. If they hold their hand at that angle, that'd be alright.
Yeah. Just forward a little bit, you can almost slightly trying to poke you.
Oh no, I think that's a field blower actually, yeah, I got that wrong. Yeah, so that is indeed knockout on the Greninja, as I suspected. So Katie's down to 1 prize now, so definitely not looking amazing for Ben. Unless he hit a draw supporter or a DCE. He's got to be careful about discarding items now, because... Oh, there was the Acerola, because the Trashalanche has like got so much power it can knock out anything in his deck now. In her deck. Oh, his deck, yeah. Oh, double search, nice. So we'll probably we'll grab the second Zoroark for sure.
Yeah.
Greninja Frogadier. Interesting. See, personally I would have gone for the second Zoroark there, but I guess I'm not playing. So we'll see. I mean, Katie's in a better position for sure now.
What's going on now?
Ben's just checking the discard pile, just to see what she's got in there.
Right.
Probably checking for energies. Super scoop up, so what's he going to try? Yep, scoops up the Zoroark. I think possibly he might have done that so we could get the full art back on the board. I don't know, quite possibly. So depends what he gets off these draws. Okay, so there goes down the throw key.
So in the last 5 minutes now, guys.
I don't know whether Ben's got enough steam left to get a Greninja off now. I mean, Espeon's Psychic probably won't be doing too much damage to him. It'll only be doing, if he puts no energies down, it'll only be doing 60. Oh, Guzma. So did he get the DCE? He must have the DCE. Yeah, he must do. Oh no, it was a pass again. No DCE luck for Ben today. No DCE luck.
It's kind of forced it into a bit of a stalemate here, though, isn't it?
If Katie's got a got a Guzma, she can Guzma for game. Bring the Garbodor. Yeah, she's got game because she can just retreat Trash Land.
Yeah. So I went to Katie.
Game to Katie. Yeah. All she needed was the energy or the Guzma.
Right. Okay, guys. That's it for round 2. Join us for round 3 in a few.